Rodrigo Roa Duterte, the 16th President of the Philippines, is a name known far and wide. A man whose leadership would go down in history as both transformative and controversial. His journey from a small-town boy to a national leader is a story that has captured the imagination of millions of Filipinos. Born on March 28, 1945, in Maasin, Southern Leyte, Rodrigo Duterte grew up in a politically active family. His father, Vicente Duterte, was a former governor of Davao, while his mother, Soledad Roa, was a civic leader. With such strong influences around him, Duterte was exposed to the world of politics from an early age. Duterte's academic path led him to the San Beda College of Law, where he earned his law degree in 1972. He passed the bar exam and began practicing law in Davao, where he would later establish his political career. Duterte's political journey began in 1986, when he became Assistant City Prosecutor of Davao. His rise through the ranks was swift, and in 1998, he was elected Mayor of Davao City, a position he would hold for over 22 years, serving non-consecutive terms. Under his leadership, Davao transformed from a city plagued by crime and insurgency to one of the safest cities in the country.
Patrolya ko, kauban ako mga security, do ka pick up na.
At kapag may nagsusumbong na talamak ang hold-upan sa lugar, siguradong lalabas siya at malas na lang daw ng hold-upper kung makasakay sa taxi niya.
Manang na yung mga reklamo na, Mayor, dagas babahada, dagang hold-upan na, musuroy ko diya. Na ako yung makitaan.
His administration was known for its strict law enforcement, including the establishment of a city anti-drug task force and a tough stance on crime. His no-nonsense approach earned him the nickname, the Punisher, and his leadership style was both admired and criticized for its boldness. In 2016, Duterte's path took a dramatic turn when he ran for the presidency. His tough rhetoric on crime, drugs, and corruption resonated with millions of Filipinos. The public yearned for change, and Duterte's message of discipline, law and order, and nationalism struck a chord. He won the presidential election with a landslide victory, taking office on June 30, 2016. As president, Duterte's most defining policy became his war on drugs. His government embarked on an aggressive campaign to eradicate illegal drugs, leading to thousands of drug-related arrests and operations. Despite significant international backlash over alleged human rights violations, Duterte maintained that his actions were necessary to protect the Filipino people from the scourge of drugs and crime. While his anti-crime efforts dominated headlines, Duterte's administration was also marked by a massive infrastructure overhaul. Under his Build program, the country saw the construction of modern expressways, new airports, and the groundbreaking Metro Manila subway, transforming the nation's infrastructure and easing traffic woes. One of Duterte's landmark environmental initiatives was the rehabilitation of Boracay Island. In 2018, Duterte ordered the closure of Boracay for 6 months to address issues of pollution and overdevelopment. The rehabilitation of the island restored its pristine beauty and introduced sustainable tourism practices, ensuring that Boracay would remain a key tourist destination for generations to come. On the world stage, Duterte sought an independent foreign policy, pivoting away from the Philippines' traditional alliances with Western countries. He pursued closer ties with China and Russia, emphasizing economic cooperation. His controversial stance on the South China Sea, while aligning with his independent foreign policy, raised concerns about the country's territorial sovereignty. The COVID-19 pandemic in 2020 challenged the Duterte administration in unprecedented ways. Under his leadership, the government implemented strict lockdowns, social distancing measures, and an ambitious vaccination program. Despite facing criticism for the handling of the crisis, Duterte's administration worked tirelessly to provide assistance to vulnerable sectors and healthcare workers. Rodrigo Duterte's presidency was characterized by bold decisions, unconventional leadership, and a relentless drive to bring change. Whether you loved him or criticized him, his impact on the Philippines was undeniable. He remains one of the country's most polarizing figures, admired by his supporters for his decisive leadership and feared by those who viewed his methods as authoritarian.